to the gospel according to the physician, Dr. Luke. For your consideration, the 22nd chapter. We would like for you to note the 31st and the 32nd verses. Luke chapter 22. Luke chapter 22. Beginning at verse 31, concluding with verse 32. When we all have it, say amen. Amen. Let us read it together, shall we begin? And the Lord said, Simon, Simon, behold, Satan has desired to have you, that he may sift you as wheat. But I have prayed for thee, that thy faith fail not. And when thou art converted, strengthen thy brethren. I want to talk to you for a few minutes about Jesus' prayer for Peter. Jesus' prayer for Peter. Jesus' prayer for Peter. Brothers and sisters, what an honor to have Jesus pray for you.
31 and 32. Okay.
Simply because of who Jesus is.
All right.
He is the Son of God. He is God wrapped in human flesh. He is the living Word.
All right.
He is the Alpha and the Omega.
Amen.
He is the King of all kings. He is the Lord of all lords.
All right.
He is the bridegroom to the church. He is the chief cornerstone.
All right.
He's the everlasting and good shepherd.
Amen.
Who forever watches over his sheep.
Amen.
He is the Lamb that was slain from the foundation of the world.
All right.
What an honor it is to have Jesus pray for you.
Amen.
It is here in this 22nd chapter of Luke that Jesus prayed for Peter.
All right.
Now, according to the Bible, Jesus had 12 apostles. Chapter 22 and verse 32 says that Jesus prayed for Peter.
All right.
12 men Jesus called from their occupation. 12 men Jesus called from their families and commissioned them to follow him. But Luke chapter 22 verse 32 says Jesus prayed for Peter.
All right.
Not the other 11 brothers, but Jesus prayed exclusively in Luke chapter 22, verse 32 for
Peter.
For Peter. And so I wanted to investigate this particular situation because I felt like some of us could benefit.
All right.
From understanding why Jesus prayed for Peter.
All right.
I wish I had a witness here.
All right.
Because some of us have double standards.
Amen.
You know what I'm talking about. We have a standard where we're important,
All right.
but other folks is not
All right.
important. We have a standard where we feel like we've been anointed, but nobody else has been anointed.
All right.
We have a double standard where our children are special.
All right.
And I don't mean yellow bus special. And other folks' children are not.
All right.
We live our lives according to a double standard. And for one to dare suggest that they don't, you're just fooling.
Yourself.
Fooling yourself.
All right.
What we feel belongs to us become precious to us, but what belongs to other folk really is not that
Important.
important. And because we live a double standard, there are some who look at the Bible and wish to suggest that Peter did not have a major role in the ministry of Christ.
All right.
I wish I had a witness here.
All right.
They want to look at Peter and suggest that he is not a central focus in the New Testament church.
All right.
But in Luke chapter 22, verse 32, Jesus prayed
All right.
for Peter.
Amen.
Jesus calls him in verse 31 2 times. He says, Simon, Simon, I need to talk to you.
All right.
I need to discuss something with you because the enemy has a desire to have you.
All right.
Yeah, the enemy desires to sift you as wheat. And I really wish I had time to talk about sifting. Sifting wheat, because some of you already understand that you cannot extract the nutrients
All right.
or the flavor out of wheat unless you first. Somebody knows
All right.
what I'm talking about. And what Jesus wants Peter to understand is that Satan has a desire to tear you down.
All right.
I wish I had some help here.
All right.
He's not looking to tear the other 11 brethren down. He's not looking to tear down John and James and Andrew and Nathaniel, Bartholomew and Philip, Judas and Thaddeus. He's not looking to tear down Simon the Canaanite, but he's looking to tear down Peter.
All right.
Looking to tear down Peter. He's looking to tear down Peter. He's looking to tear down Peter. So the question is, if Satan wants to tear down Peter, the question is why?
All right.
Because I keep telling you that whatever Satan does is not personal.
All right.
It's just business. I wish I had it. It's not personal. It has nothing to do with who your mama is and who your daddy is. It has nothing to do with where you were raised or how you were raised. It has nothing to do with you going to Sunday school as a kid. It has nothing to do with you thinking that you're anointed. It has nothing to do with you personally.
All right.
The reason that Satan wants to tear Peter down is because Peter will lead the New Testament church. I wish.
All right.
Peter will lead. Peter will lead the New Testament church. When Jesus had ascended back to his Father in glory, and the disciples were in the upper room along with the others, and the total of the number was 120. While they were there praying on one accord, it was Peter.
All right.
I wish I had some witnesses here.
Amen.
Who stood up and said,